and react quick to make an early diagnosis. Hit you with the quick release like Marino Danny dopeness. Explosive change of direction in the true essence of Reggie Bush. From JT and ZT to DVP and AVG. Terminator to a quarterback Hunter JP. Steve Ross, the boss, King Flow, and card slinging gambling genius Slick Chris Greer.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Rob Mosley, aka Dolphins Thirsty. As always, I'm joined by JPF Scout, aka Digging in the Trenches. And today we got a special guest, Jalen, in the house, whose brother just played in his first NFL game. So if you want to start off with that, Jalen, tell us a little bit about that experience, seeing a family member play in the NFL.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to lie. His girlfriend was texted me and I said, "Don't tell him this." I shed a tear though. I ain't gonna lie, but
hell yeah,
don't tell him. But it was, man, I had so many messages like, "Dang, this is crazy." It was an amazing feeling, you know what I'm saying? So, sky's the limit for him, and I wish but the best. Telling you, but the best.
Yeah, Justin told me Justin was at the game, as you know, and he told me that your brother balled out and did well. So and that's good to hear.
Yeah, he did. First play they tried him against Allen towards the side. He strapped it up, man, and they went on him again with Williams and strapped him up, and then they took him on a blitz, made a tackle there, and then that's his first ever youngest DB in the NFL right now. So it's amazing. Sky's the limit. He's only 22. So
see, that's awesome. What I'm talking about. He's 22. Like before I even got into my seat, dog, I sat down and he's talking about that one on the edge they threw to Allen. Sat down, wrapped him up, threw him on the sideline. Bam, real quick, dude. I sat in my seat and he had that tackle, and I was like, "Oh, it's Jaquan!" And everybody's like, "How the hell? What the hell? Where did this kid come from?" And then everybody started asking me questions and sitting around me, and I was like, "Oh, my friend Jalen, that's his brother." They're like, "No way!" They're like, "We got us a good one, huh?" And I'm like, "Oh man, you guys better keep this kid, man. That's all we were talking about the whole game was your brother." Because I was like, "This kid's good, man. Trust me." And then every play, he would just start shining and showing like. It was awesome, man. It was great. The play they tried to throw it deep to, I think, Keenan Allen or Mike Williams on the sideline, and he goes up and hawks the play down and knocks the ball down, and it was awesome. Jumped up, was like, "No, nothing." It was the whole crowd was into it. The game was awesome. He played great, dude. He was all over the field. I'm talking. They were matching him up on Palmer, on Williams, on Allen. He was holding his own on every one of them. I broke down the play on my Twitter where I was like, next year, he had a ball where he's playing leverage to the outside, and if he sees that a little quicker, like by next year, he's going to undercut that and pick that and take that to the house. Because like next year, dude, he's going to be even crisper, even cleaner, faster. Like this is his first game action. Is to see his first game action like that, man. My eyes was like, whoa, are you kidding me, dog? Like Jalen wasn't lying, dude. His brother is legit. He's all that in a bag of chips, dog. I wish the Dolphins would have poached him because, I mean, you got guys to run around out there like that, and next year he's going to be even that much better, man. I'm really excited for this kid's future, dude. It's sky's the limit, man.
It is. It's giving me cold chills now, but I don't really go in spaces and like this one guy I'm real close with now from Spaces. His name is Ryan Church.
Yeah, I know Ryan. Ryan's a good dude.
He's been knowing me for like 3 months now, and I had just brought it to his attention. Like I have my brother that's in the NFL, and I just don't want to I don't want people to think I brag about that or whatever. So I keep it low key. And he was just like, "Dang, that's crazy. I've been knowing this for 3 months. It's the first time." I said, "Yeah." So I mean, because I knew he was going to be able to get a start, so I didn't want a lot of pressure on him, you know what I'm saying? So I kept it low key, and then now it's just, hey, I knew he could hold his own. I wanted to brag every day.
Oh man,
that's just not what to do. So,
hey, but it's great, man. It's a great story, and I'm sure he went out there knowing he was going to have a target on his back the first few plays. You know, they always find that first-time corner, just test them quick to see if they're ready. So that's a great story.
They play us next year at home. So
yep.
Well, you got to make sure you're at the game. So.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be so dope. I can't wait. I'm excited.
You're gonna have split alliances next year. You're gonna be rooting for your brother, but still hoping that the Dolphins do well too. So
You know what I'm thinking about, and we're gonna get this show on the road. I'm thinking about making a half jersey Denver with it.
Hell yeah.
Half one, you know what I'm saying? Half Denver and half Dolphin.
I got
Yeah.
one, dude. I got one just like that. It's a half Broncos Philip Lindsay, and the other half is a Dolphins Philip
Yeah.
Lindsay. Yeah, I got one, dog. Definitely, dog.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, so good morning, Ender and
Ender.
Dolphin JK for dropping in already this morning. Thank you guys. Fins up. Make sure you hit that like button. So I got Justin's take, Jalen. So what's your take real quick on the Jets team? I know it was a win, but it wasn't hurting you.
Yeah, it was a win. I mean, I was in my seat, just I was, oh my goodness. It was a win. I don't care how we got it, which way we did. A win is a win. So, and the win got us into the playoffs. You know,
That's right.
Right.
I can't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? There were some times that I do wish I had Uno in there, just because of, you know.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It was a good game. It was just a defensive battle, and I think our defense stepped up, even though we played against Joe Flacco and a beat up O-line. And just the one guy who's been killing me is Xavier Howard, man. It's just, I don't even know what to say. We know I'm going to have to get on that, but it was just an ugly win. That's it.
Yeah, no, it was an ugly win. Jason Sanders at least did what he had to do. He's got a lot of heat this year, so it's good to see him step up and, go for it. So, and make all 3 kicks. And then right there at the 50 that's where his borderline badness comes in. And he was like 50 on the nose, but he nailed it. It could have been good from 55 probably. So he nailed it. It was good. Dolphins win. We get a little help from the team we're playing this week. Yeah. Yes, Justin.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Jalen kind of spoke on it there. They had backup O-line in, and they're beat up down there. I expected the Dolphins to come out of that game with at least 5 sacks, 6 sacks, whatever. They got 0. I think the backups for the Jets actually played a damn good game. They held their own versus the Dolphins on the line of scrimmage. We didn't get off on them the way that I wanted to, but hey, it's not going to happen every game. What did change was the final result of the game, and we got the W. So I got no complaints.
No, hey, no complaints, and that's what I said. I wanted the Dolphins in the playoffs. I know some people were complaining, I don't want them in if they have to back in. But to me, getting in is getting in. And now you still control. Yes, we may get beat, but at least we got the opportunity to win too. If you lose last week, then you're out, and then you don't even have that chance. So now you still got a fighter's chance to go in there, especially if Tua can play. And I guess we'll find out more about that this. Hopefully, maybe we find out a little bit, because this is what McDaniel basically had to say. Basically saying he had nothing new since Sunday. And, I didn't know all 3 quarterbacks. I don't even know what Skyler's issue is, but I guess he's been a little banged up. So
right.
I missed that in the injury report, but he says all 3 active roster quarterbacks all have injury-related concerns. So I don't know.
It's crazy because Buffalo seems that they're getting healthy at the right time. Like I said yesterday, though, they still have that. I hate to bring this in as part of it, but it is part of it. Is the DeMar thing is still heavily in their minds. They have everything that's gone on with that. The pressure is still on Buffalo. I don't care if we're hurt or not. They have injuries too, and that are nicked up too. They're just not put it on the injury report. It's going to be a game of attrition, just like when we went up there last time and rushed for 188 yards. You need to take the game to them. The game plan doesn't deviate. Like I texted you yesterday, Rob. The game plan doesn't deviate too much. I don't care who's playing quarterback. You need to go up there, apply your will on the team, and rush on that ass. I'm talking like 40 carries. I want 40 carries, 40 rushing attempts. I need 200 yards out of them. You could get me 200 yards, we'll be in the game. Even anywhere near 200 yards, like last time, you got 188, we'll be in the game then. I need the defense to come up with a big play during the game. I need a defensive turnover for a touchdown or a special teams touchdown. Nice. That's what you need. That's what you need to win the game. I said that last week. We didn't get it, but we ended up winning the game 11-6 or whatever. I mean, I guess you could say they got it to the end because they got that safety, but that don't count. I got a good feeling going into this game. I know we're beat up, but man, the storyline is written. When's the last time you've seen a team put it into reverse going into the playoffs and then get in there and cause some noise? You know what I mean? And knock off a team.
No, it can happen for sure, but I feel a lot more confident knowing like Uno, as we call him.
Well, I
If
want Oos to play, man. If Oos, I honestly
it,
still think he's gonna play because you'd have to strap the
I'm
dude to a
hoping so. I
straight
said I won't
jacket
go as
and
far as I think, but I have some hope that he will play,
if he
and he's a
practices at
big
some
difference.
point, you got to clear him for football stuff first. So we got a lot of paperwork to get through. But if he doesn't play, it's going to make things that much more harder.
Tyreek Hill was interviewed yesterday, and he even admitted like what we all think as fans. He admitted that we all try a little different, all put in a little more effort when Tua's out there and stuff. So I'm like,
I think
Tua,
there's a
I
lot
think
more
we could see.
effort.
I was telling Hill sometimes Hill rambles on too much, but he was telling, and she was like big eyed when he said that. I'm like, sometimes Tyreek, but he just doesn't have a filter. Sometimes he said, "Oh, we just
I
play."
love Tyreek.
You can see it's different out there. So, and he admit that they just play different when Tua's out there. They go that extra effort and stuff. So
Absolutely.
hopefully,
If Tua's out there and say Raheem ain't going to make the game because of his thumb, right? Say we don't have him, then maybe you do look into throwing it, passing a little bit more. I was looking a little bit like I watched that championship game last night that Georgia won, and of course Georgia smoked TCU.
Oh yeah, your prediction there was way off, my friend.
Nah,
But
it's
hey,
okay. I was trying to roll the Cinderella story, but
I know I'm
if
just
you're
teasing you.
if you're an evil Empire fan, so be it. But not
No,
a
I'm
Georgia
not. Like
guy.
you were saying, you were telling me they had. I just wanted. I always root for the underdog if I have no real rooting
Yeah, that's
interest.
why I was rooting for him, is because I
But
wanted the underdog to win. But
yeah.
in that game, I noticed they had a lot of switch release combination routes they're running with their receivers, and it just started making me think of our team. With Waddle and Hill, you can do a lot of switch release combinations to get people crossed up and to get your receiver open. You just got to mix and play with it. There's so many different sets you can use and so many combinations. It doesn't have to just be a straight up at the line of scrimmage switch release. It can be anywhere. They got to start playing with it a little more because there's so many different combinations you can use to get these guys open. This is all on Mike McDaniel and Frank Smith. Like I said yesterday, there's going to be a lot of long nights coming up here in order to get this designs for this game right. Because if you want to win, you're going to come in with some fresh new designs on offense and defense.
No, I agree with you there for sure. You can't just come with the same thing they've seen in the both previous two games. Just like they're going to switch things up on us. So.
Oh yeah, I imagine they will.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you guys are both playing this team, who would you rather see out on the field most of the game? Would you rather see Josh Allen, Diggs, Singletary, Cook, Hines, and all those guys out on the field, or would you rather see the Buffalo Bills defense?
Of course, you'd rather see the Bills defense because it means we're controlling the ball and we're keeping it out of Josh Allen's hands and Diggs' hands.
Yeah, we need to play the same style we played last time that we went up there. Same style. But come out of there with the win this time. And yeah, we want Oos, but it's not necessary. You don't have to have Oos in order to play that style of football we played. You have to have the offensive line gearing and running to do it, and the running backs being like, listen, I need you to squeeze it. I need you to press the hole, get everything you can out of it. And you get an opening shot, take it. And then as far as throwing it goes, high percentage, wide open passes, throw only where the ball is dictated for it to go. Do not force it. That's what you gotta tell these guys this stuff, dog. Like you gotta be in their ear. This is playoff football. So when you play it really close to the chest, and when you gotta open it up, you open it up. When you need to hold it back, you hold it back. Jalen, you know what's up. What you think?
That's
what
what
do
we did against
Jalen?
the Jets. We finally avoided the turnover because turnovers had been killing us during the
man.
losing streak. So avoiding the turnovers, we just played smart enough. Skylar didn't do much, but at least he didn't do that one mistake that cost us the game. Because if he throws one pick six or gets strip sack, the game's over because we couldn't score anything that game. So I'm happy he avoided that. We did enough to win. But yes, I'm not going to feel confident if Skylar's the guy leading us into Orchard Park up in Buffalo in the winter in a playoff game. I'm not going to feel too confident. But if we get word by tomorrow or maybe Thursday that Tua's out there doing some drills and that he might be, because if you hear that, he's probably going to play. But, if it comes down to a game time decision, I don't know. We'll see. Because
what do you think, Jalen?
With
just everything, dude. The Bills game coming into it, the injuries, Oos, T steady. Like, what are we gonna do?
I think I'll be fine with either Tua or Teddy. If not Tua, then like a veteran who's been in the playoffs and who's carried a team into the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure won a playoff game. but not Skylar. I'm sorry. It's just what I saw.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
He's not ready. He's not. Yeah, he didn't turn the ball over, but he missed probably like 8 throws, and that's bad.
Yeah.
He may see Tua miss 1 or 2 throws throughout the game. I mean, every quarterback will miss a throw, but you miss 7 to 8. It's not good. Like it's not. It's not good at all. And
that's when you end up scoring 9 points in the game, and then that lucky safety to get the 11, right?
Yeah, it's bad, man. So if we have to go into this game with Skylar, I'm not trying to be that fan, but I have zero doubt that I don't think we'll win. But do I want us to? Of course, I definitely want. But I just don't see it at all. If it's not, if it's not Tua, it's just we're not there. There's no chance with Skylar. I'm so sorry.
Really. So it's over if we're coming in with Skylar. In your opinion, there's no chance in hell we win that game.
No. If we do, then oh my goodness, it won't be because of him. Our defense.
No, it would be because the offensive line, the defense, and the running backs. Like if you're coming into that game with Skylar, you definitely need 200 yards rushing now. Now you need 200 yards plus rushing.
Yeah, for sure.
Pressure him. They're gonna make him wish he never played in NFL. So but they can't really pressure Tua every play like that because he will kill you.
Right.
So
but they can't really pressure Tua. All right, sorry. I had back feed.
But, that's all good, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully, Tua goes. I mean, that's the bottom line that we all agree on, that Tua goes. Yep. And if he goes, then the Dolphins have chances go way up that they can win. They're still fighting an uphill battle because you're going into Buffalo. Buffalo is one of the Super Bowl favorites. They're a higher seed, and, they're a big point favorite. But with Tua, you feel like you have a fighter's chance at least to land a couple blows and maybe stun them and, move on to a victory. But without him, I'm with
inside news that I got. I was trying to keep it low key, but
drop it.
Yeah.
I played with a former player for the Miami Dolphins, Keon Crossan. He went to my college. I played football with him.
Oh, cool.
And so far, we chat back and forth, bada bang, bada boom, that there's a high percentage chance that Tua is playing.
Okay.
Wednesday to Thursday. So, but we were talking about this before. I mean, after Tyreek Hill, she said the lady, I forgot her name was. She was talking to him, and it was just like, "Is Tua coming back?" And he was like, "I hope you guys can't see me blink right now," because he's like blinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the interview I saw.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I said, hold on. Why would I not hit Keon up? So, and then that's a little insight that he's going to be right. Mike McDaniels is just going along with the press conferences and doing his job. Right. Of course. But they said by Wednesday to Thursday, then Tua will be ready.
I'm down, dog. You're getting me excited right now. I'm like, yeah, man. Hey, you got to pass on a message to Keon for me, Jalen. Next time you talk to him, pass on a message. Tell him when he's gonna get grimy at the line of scrimmage. When you're gonna get hands on a dude, get him on him early.
Oh, God, it's
press fast, dog. Press at the line.
Yeah, and he's fast. I mean,
he is.
He has a 4.2 speed, so
dude, he's quick.
Yeah, but hopefully that stands and not the NFL. The only way that Tua will not play is the NFL will try to hold him out.
Yeah, I know that's what we can't control.
That's ridiculous, man. Like the NFL just needs to let this dude play. I don't understand what the deal is. I know everybody heals differently from concussions. I don't understand it because obviously I'm not an NFL player and I have no experience in concussion protocol, but I don't understand how Kenny Pickett can get cleared in a week and be bound back on the field doing team activities. And we're going on over 2 weeks here with Tua, and he hasn't even been cleared yet. By the time the game comes up to play, we're looking at 3 weeks. I think that's plenty of time to be ready to play this game. I think he's going to play, man. Like you've heard me say since yesterday, if I was Tua and this was my career, I mean, I said I would retire already, but screw it. Now I'm ready to play. I want to play this game, man. This is why
if he's not going to retire, then, you might as well go for it now.
You'd literally have to strap me to a straitjacket and then tie me to a table in order for me to not play this game, bro. Like I'm playing this game, dog. Like that's how I feel.
They don't want with Buffalo. They don't want to see Tua in this offense.
Oh hell no, bro. I think that would really change things a whole lot.
Yeah.
So hard that they see Skylar. I can 100% guarantee that the teammates they're talking like, hopefully we see Skylar. Like
they're having like little prayer circles in their locker room.
No,
Please,
for sure.
Skylar.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier day for their defense for sure.
I hope it's not. I hope we come out there and have everything that we need on our hands to take it to him, man. And then I hope we do so. In fact, even if we have Tua, like I would like to use him as even like a kind of just having him on the field makes them think and play it differently. I would come out with some heavy offensive line sets, some 6-man offensive lineman sets. If you can spare them, come out there and I would still run the ball right at them, dude. I'd run it right down their throat until they stop it, dude. Then I'd start playing it a little differently. Then I would mix in screens and quick passes and get it out of Tua's hands fast. If a deep pass does present itself and you got it blocked, then you will make it. But I mean, it's going to have to come off of a double move or something like that is what I would imagine, or Tyreek on a fly.
There's a lot of pressure, like you said, on Tua moving forward, because if he doesn't play, people are going to say, oh, see, he's not good. He's not available. Then if he plays and stinks, they're going to say, oh, he can't play in a big game. The only way he comes out on top of this is if he plays well against Buffalo moving forward, because all the doubters are going to really be piling on the whole offseason if he goes out there and plays, but, lays an egg, doesn't do well, throws a couple picks. So that's why I say there's a lot of pressure on the young man.
He's got a lot of stigma on him already, man. Like, I think people need to lay the hell off. He's 24 years old. He's never even been into a playoff game yet.
And everybody, quarterback's older than him.
Everybody wants to put this dude into a corner, though. Like, man, give the dude a chance to grow. Like, I understand some people want to see him successful right now. So do I. So do all of us. But there's people who are actually just rooting against the kid. Like, before the season started, I was on a Spaces. You might have been with me, Jalen, where I was like, man, I think you're just praying for him to get hurt so your guy can play. And like, we got into an argument over it. Why? Because that's how I personally feel. Like, y'all just praying for this dude's downfall. And I'll be honest with you, man, I hope he comes out there, just lights pulls up, dude, and just takes it to him, dog. Because I'll be honest with you, if I was Tua, dude, this would just put fuel on my fire. Oh, you think I can't? Here, I'm going to show you I can.
No, it'd be great. This. I mean, it could be, one of those defining moments if he goes out there and balls,
Oh, man, sure. I'm having visions of us coming into the locker room and him doing his own Kirk Cousins. You like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see some stuff, dog, out of Tua, man. I want to get animated. So, yeah, I'm ready for this game. Like, I have been, dude.
Lewis, thank you for joining us 2 days in a row.
What's up? Man, I've been ready for this game since we lost in the snow game. Remember what I said after we lost that game? I'm like, we're going to see these dudes again, and next time we see them, we're going to beat that ass.
Yeah,
that's what I said, dog. I ain't holding back, dude.
Him and Josh Allen said he thought he would see the Dolphins again. Granted, we didn't think the Dolphins wouldn't win until the last week of the season to make it happen, but, we did get in, and that's all that matters. Like Joe Rose said on the radio, doesn't matter how you get to the party, even if you go through the back door and you're not invited, you're still at the party. So the Dolphins
I love it.
The Dolphins are at the party. So, you're ready to roll.
I mean, I played lots of sports, football, baseball, basketball. Jalen, you have too. You're a competitor. I mean, how does it feel when someone's like, oh, no, you can't, dude. You won't beat us. You guys got no chance. I mean, how did you play that game? Because I know how I played in those games, and I dominated. I ain't holding back out of that when you tell me I can't. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to make it a point to show you I'm going to be in your face all day.
Yep. I mean, that's just what you have to do. You got to take what they said and put it on the court, field, whatever it may be that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if I was a Dolphin player right now, and I'm in everybody's head every day. I'm like, we have to have a great practice today. I'm talking about 100% full effort. This game right here means everything to the coaching staff. I mean, obviously all the players, but not only that, it's to like save Tua and whoever else is on the edge of not being there soon. So you got to go in this game wanting to do any and everything it is to win. If it's like me having to do a cover that I don't want, but I have to do it, like you gotta have to do it 100%. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait.
Even if it's like putting Tyreek back to return a punt. They did one time that game, and
yeah. I mean,
it's crazy.
And that's the thing that I want to see especially in this Buffalo game, especially like Mostert's out. Put Waddle back there at kick return, or
Yep.
not Tyreek Hill, but like and then Tyreek Hill on punt return. You have to do things like this. You have to. If Tua cannot, you have to do everything it is. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously it's win or go home now. So
Absolutely, man. It's a sense of urgency is what I want to see us play with on all three phases of the game. That means offense, defense, and special teams. And what you just said, Jalen, let me piggyback off that a little bit. Absolutely, you want to use Waddle on kick returns and Hill on punt returns. What I just talked about earlier, how you might need a special teams touchdown to win this game. That might be the play to break it. You never know. And that's why, as a coach, he has to give that dude the opportunity to go back there and show what he's got. You never know, man. Tyreek might snap one, and that might be the reason why we end up winning the football game. I think you got to exert every last piece of energy you got and put it on the field. There is no tomorrow. Like Jalen said about if he was a player, he'd be in everyone's head like, yo, I need crispness out of you. We got to have a great practice. I would be that much even more, man. I'd be grabbing him by the shirt like, there's no tomorrow. Like, it's like literally like it's die or go home. And I'm like out there, I'll throw my life on the line for my brothers. And I would go out there and play 1,000%, dog. You heard of 100 or 200? Watch what I'll give you. I'm talking, I go out there and just put it all on the line. And if you see every one of the players do that, I'll know right away too. I'll know right away. Like first 2-3 snaps, I'll see it.
I would know pregame. Like even though I'm watching the TV, I'll learn. I can from their
because you can see it in their faces, huh?
Yeah. You could tell like the Buffalo game when they were showing like Phillips, like that. I knew it was gonna be a good game. Like I know I see it. So I will know before the game if you're nervous, if you're scared, or it's gonna be a bad game.
I want you to text me then before the game and be like, it's on.
Yeah. I'll be like,
hell yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Hell yeah. But do you really want to put your receivers in that position, one injury, and now you're screwed, your offense? Is it
I agree with that philosophy during the regular season not to have Tyreek back, but at this point, man,
it's worth it.
I say do it because a lot of times, we don't want your star players returning kicks because it's just another chance to get injured.
There's no tomorrow.
Yeah, there's no tomorrow, and Tyreek wants to do it. He's said many times that he wants to do it, so I'm willing to do it. But good point, Lewis.
What's the difference between having our number one running back go back there and our number one receiver? You know what I'm saying? I understand Waddle and Hill, they're the guys. And I mean, Mostert was that guy against Buffalo. And that's, you know what I'm saying? So I just, when people do ask me that, I'm like, well, we had a starting guy who stepped up tremendously more than a lot of offensive guys these past 3-4 weeks. But you have the number one running back going out there for kick return. So, man, I'm like Hill. I'm a football player.
That's right.
This is what I do. I'm not. You guys pay me. You guys pay me this money, so I can do whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I've took kicks back. I've took punts back for KC. So why can I not do it for the Dolphins? So I mean, I agree. I mean, a football player is going to do what a football player does. Like,
hell yeah, man. He's a football player. Give him the opportunities. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you have a guy with the skill set of Tyreek Hill, try to take his best advantage of it as you can,
absolutely.
as often as you can.
Yeah, you get the ball in his hands in any way you possibly can. And if you're not going to have Raheem in this game, I want to see Tyreek in the backfield more, whether you're going to throw it to him or whether you're going to hand it to him. I mean, I like to see all kinds of stuff going down. Like if I was offensive coordinator, I'd be practicing these things. Like you can do all kinds of things with Tyreek. You could shovel pass it to him. You could toss sweep it to him. You could screen it to him. I mean, think about this play right here, right?
Sweep. They ran a jet sweep,
all that. To say one play like one play you have a jet sweep with Tyreek, right? And then you run a couple running plays or a pass play. Then the next time you come out and you run a what are they toss it to him, you know, a little what the hell they call that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can
pass.
Yeah, shuffle pass. There you go. They shuffle pass it to Tyreek, right? Then the next couple plays, this is called setting them up. then you fake that shuffle pass and throw it like a screen out on the edge or something. You see, you could have like variations of these things. And like, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, like long nights from Mike McDaniels. You're in there scheming these things up for these plays specifically because it might break one. And that's what I would be doing, man. Like, honestly, before the game, I'd have all these bags under my eyes and like, you'd be like, damn, you need some sleep. I'm like, no, let's go. Like, because it's all out. This is it, bro. This is it. There is no tomorrow.
Yo, that's how it is. I mean, I would like to see. I'm not gonna lie. This is me. The reverse that we did with Waddle.
Yeah.
Last game. I'd like to see something like that. Him come, stop his feet, or with Tyreek Hill, and throw it back, like throw it back, and then it will be wide open, like a reverse pass. So you know what I'm saying. This game, and what I'm saying is, especially if you have Skylar in this game, you have to do things like that. You know what I'm saying. But don't go too crazy. Don't make it be like, what was that? But just a reverse pass or something to get the DBs off their heels. You know what I'm saying? Because that one trick play could be the game, the touchdown. That's why we won. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to do any and everything it is for us to win this game.
Absolutely.
Go home. I love watching football. I love watching the Dolphins. So I don't want to watch football without watching the Dolphins.
I know that's
Me neither.
That's how I was feeling. That's why when people were saying, "Oh, I don't care," because I'm like, it gives me one more week to watch and look forward to.
One more week.
If you're a Dolphin fan, you want your team in the playoffs. I mean, what's the difference at this point? If you would have told me, "Oh, because it's going to mess up our draft," we don't even have a first round pick, so there's no excuse for not just wanting your team to win. And it's crazy. That's why, I don't, like I said, I don't mind when other team fan bases come in here and trash talk us, Justin. But when Dolphin fans come in here, well, don't we want to make the playoffs because, we're just going to get killed and embarrassed and they're going to, delay my misery one more week, add on to my misery one more week. But to me, I'm like, it's just hogwash, just silly stuff. It's loser mentality,
Exactly.
The players don't think like that. Can you imagine if like Wilkins wasn't happy? Oh man, we're gonna have to go get beat. He was chest bumping the general manager. He was, guys were knocking over the mascot. So, it was great to see their enthusiasm. And
absolutely.
I think some of our fans don't want the playoffs. It's crazy to me.
It's crazy, man. You guys are watching Dolphins Daily live. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. We're new here. You're watching it live with JPF Scout and my boy Rob Mosley, a.k.a. Dolphins Thirsty, and our special guest today, Jalen McMillan. That we love you guys being here. Stop in. You want to get on the show, we'll drop the link in the comment section. You guys come up and tell us what you think about this game coming up versus Buffalo. Love to have you guys in here, see what you think. But yeah, man, to continue on, like, what do you guys think the chances are? Maybe Raheem puts a cast on it like Ingold and carries the ball in the other hand and maybe pain tolerance and deals with it and comes into this game and plays.
You go first. You go first.
Hey, I would love it if he can play, man. Obviously you saw what he's been doing, man. I sent you a text. No, it was Steve because you were getting ready for the Broncos and all that stuff. But I was saying, man, this guy, we got one guy that showed up to play today. He went out there and he played. So yeah, of course I would love him to play, but broken thumb's a broken thumb. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I want him to play, of course, man. I mean, the guy was balling. He was running harder than I've seen him run and he's running hard all the time, but he was really running hard. He was hitting the hole. They designed some cool plays for him where they got into the outside and he ran up and got big yards. So yes, I would love it to play, but typical Dolphins luck. Your guy that's heating up as the season goes on, getting to be one of your better players on the whole team, he goes and gets injured, so I don't know. But yes, of course, the answer is yes, I want him to play.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely do, but I just don't know how hard it would be for him to carry the ball and have that on his conscience. So I don't know, but I do want him to play. I don't think he'll get as many touches, but I definitely want him to play for sure. But I think I like Jeff Wilson, though. You know what I'm saying?
I like Jeff.
I like Jeff Wilson, so.
Even Ahmed had that big run at the end of the game that got us, so you never know.
Oh, he did good against the Bills. I mean, he had 2 carries for like 40-some yards. I'm like, or maybe 3 carries, but whatever.
Right.
He averaged like 6 or 7 carries. So I mean,
and he got a touchdown. Yeah.
And he had touchdowns. So I mean, look, the Bills' run defense is not good, and we have everybody that can do it against them. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeff Wilson, he can run like that. Outman, he can run like that. Put Tyreek in the backfield. I'm not saying like hand it off, but just pitch it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Anything. You know, we have to do it. And I think if we run the ball, because it just all depends on who's at quarterback. I don't think we run as much with Tua back there because I mean we're gonna have to get Tyreek and Waddle.
Yeah.
And we gotta get them in a groove. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Hell
1
yeah.
o'clock Sunday. So.
You really want to get them off balance in those linebackers and test them. You have Tyreek run a jet sweep, and then you run a reverse off that to Waddle. That dude, you did something like that, dude. I bet you Waddle walks into the end zone off the opposite side. Like they can't defend that kind of speed going horizontally like that.
Yeah, put something together this week. He has to. McDaniels.
Hell yeah. It's going to scheme up, man. He's going to have some long nights, but I think we're going to come out. I'm fired up for this game, man. I think we're going to come out and win the game. I think we're going to win the game. I honestly still think we're going to win. Something tells us we're going to win. You know, like I'm being serious.
I'm not as confident as you, but I really want
to.
Man,
that taste it left in the mouth that last game out of the snow, dude. I was so pissed off. I'm not even going to lie to you, dog. We should have won that game. Like, we should have won that game. And I know the players do. They're going to be like, no, not this time. It ain't happening, bro. Over my dead body, am I going to let this? They're going to throw down, bro. I'm so excited. Oh, can't even keep a straight face, and I keep smiling because I'm just so damn excited for this game, bro. Like I've been asking for this game since we lost that, and it's payback's a bitch, you know. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and you know what? We're gonna go ahead and serve it up, dog. I can't wait, man. I just can't wait.
It's the rubber match, as they say in baseball. You know, it's gonna, you know, whoever wins this wins the season series and moves on. In this case,
bring it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know,
hell of excited.
I think the Dolphins will, you know, as long as they don't pull a Texas Christian and look like they don't belong on the same field, but some people are predicting that the Dolphins, you know, don't belong this year. So I'm hoping, you know, they show up, they show they belong, and it's a close game, and you know, we prevail at the end, of course.
We just need we need a ringer. We need a ringer on offense and a ringer on defense. You get a ringer, dude, and I'm telling you, we'll be fine. You just need someone to come out there and they're like, oh, well, we're not prepared for him. We haven't game planned against him. Well, I'll give you one. I'll give you one right now. Break glass in case of emergency. Throw Easy E out there, dude, and start handing him the ball and throwing him the ball. They'll be like, wait a minute, we don't even know this guy existed.
He was active. Dog. He was active last week. So
yeah, they threw him one pass. Yeah. But we'll see what happens, man. Like I think they can pull a rabbit out of the hat here and there. They have the means to do so. I mean, anybody who thinks not, look deeper at the roster.
Yep. What's the weather looking like? I haven't really looked at it. If you guys have.
I saw it's like not snow. It's supposed to be sunny, but it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be like 29 degrees and stuff like that. So it's gonna be cold, but it's not gonna be like the snow that we saw. You know, that could change though. You know, Buffalo's like South Florida, we can go from rainy to dry in like 2 seconds.
It's true.
I'm sure it can get snowy there in 2 seconds. So, but right now they're calling for sunny weather, like 29 and low 30s and stuff.
I think that's a nice conditions to play a playoff game in, dude. I'm excited.
So Lewis is a Kansas City fan. Jalen, he was in our room yesterday. So he is an elite rooting for us, so he doesn't have to hear about the number 1 seed stuff. So, you know, and then it'll be so at least we gotta take that, Lewis. At least he'll root for us for 1 week. So he doesn't give us much of a chance, but hey, he's rooting for us this week. But, you know, it's going to be tough. You know, Miami definitely has a tough road to go down. We got to go the tough route. When you're the last seed, you got to play all the top seeds each week through the playoffs. You got the top seed remaining. So,
man, just like Jalen was talking about right there, though, you know, even if Raheem does play, he probably wouldn't see as many carries. You definitely wouldn't.
Yeah. He's out for a minute.
Oh, Lord.
Are you there still? Justin's gone. He's frozen.
Yeah, football.
I'm here.
Justin's back. This is
I'm back now.
We're live.
Yeah, but you get these things, man. Even ESPN be having it happen. I'll be honest with you, man. I think Ahmed's going to play a huge role in this game. He had success in the last game versus Buffalo. I think Ahmed is gonna surprise some people. I talk about having a ringer. I talk about pulling a rabbit out of a hat. That's pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah.
If Ahmed can come through for us in this game and have any offensive production at all, I mean, like 50 yards and a tutty, I'm going to consider that a successful game for him. Obviously, we want the win. I think Ahmed is the key here for us to help us. We're not going to have maybe Mostert. Even if you did, you're not going to have him at the capacity that you want him. So Ahmed's going to have to pick up the slack.
No.
Yeah. So we're going to need to use him. And if Mostert is not used in the game and say he's out, for God forbid, we don't want that to happen, then everybody just goes up. Jeff Wilson takes Mostert snaps. Ahmed takes Wilson snaps that he used to have. And then you have to promote from within LaMichael Pirine off of the practice squad, and he would take the snaps that Ahmed was getting, which is if any at all. You have him there for insurance and just in case you're going to need him in case somebody gets hurt. The running game, like I've been saying for months now, has to be a heavy part of this this game plan to take out this AFC divisional opponent, this AFC East divisional opponent.
Because yes, you're not going to beat Buffalo by scoring 11 points and 2 of them coming on the last play of the game. So you're going to have
it's not going to work like that.
Yeah, you can't get field goals against Buffalo. You got to get touchdowns, and that's what with the demise up there when we played in those first 2 drives that we had to settle. We had moved the ball, and then we had to settle for field goals. That came back and bit us in the end because we just didn't have quite. If we would have got touchdowns there, Buffalo wouldn't have had enough time to.
Yeah, if Tyreek would have caught the one that was hit his hands, and if Sherfield would have caught the one that hit his hands, I bet you we'd be talking a lot differently right now. But
yeah.
Yes, that's why Jalen's like, oh my God, he's right. Because I'm telling you, dude, that was the difference between us winning and losing the game, especially the one to Sherfield. I thought that one was thrown so perfect. He put it in a perfect place so his receiver wouldn't get decked or hit or nothing, and then Sherfield dropped it. You got to catch those. Squeeze it to your hands, your body, and hold it tight, dog. Let's go.
So
I work overnight. Any update on Tua?
There.
Yeah.
There's no update. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to know more on Tua.
Actually, though, Rob,
I know what he said, but I don't want to use that as his source yet. But he said that
Jalen gave us a nugget.
Jalen gave us a nugget that he has some inside information that he says he's gonna, because Jalen played some college ball with one of our guys. I won't name him by name. He did, so you would have to go back and watch again. But he played with one of our cornerbacks. I'm gonna go that far and say that, and that in college Jalen did, and he says that he's been talking to him, and he says it's a strong possibility that Tua's going to give it a go this Sunday if he gets the clearance from the doctors.
And it's bad. This is bad because this is the most I've ever talked to him because I need a.
Oh, hell yeah, bro! You're like, hey, I need some inside info, dog.
Yeah.
So I can't. We need Tua. We need Tua.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And I wish the Dolphins would have poached your brother for sure. Not only for him to be a good player on our team, but for you to have all the good inside information.
oh yeah. I couldn't imagine.
And my God.
Like I said, when they called my brother, like the Dolphins during draft day, I'm like, please.
Yeah.
That'd have been so dope.
I would be broke right because I'll be in Miami every weekend spending.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the tickets would probably, but other than that, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hey, it's great that, like you say, to have them again. A shout out to your brother. That's awesome, man. And it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Denver's one of the teams visiting here next year, so it works out.
Yep, it's gonna work.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Big shout out to Jaquan McMillan, man, over there, number 35 for the Denver Broncos. He's going to shine for that team over here in Colorado. And if they ever decide that they want to move on from Mr. McMillan, number 35, I hope the Dolphins go in there and swoop that up quicker than make you spin, your head spin. I want the Dolphins to end up with a chance to get him maybe in the future. We'll see. We'll see what kind of contract situation they work out. He's young, like Jalen said. He's only 22. He's the youngest cornerback in the NFL, you guys.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And like it proves your point though, Justin, because you're always saying there's talent out there to be found if you're looking in the right places. If you look at the right practice squads and you just never know why someone's on a practice squad and not on the starting team and on the active roster, and then boom, you can find a talent.
Yeah, there's
mean,
talent out there, man. Like,
oh no, I mean the Ravens wave Zach Zeeler for us. He's one of the best players, Seiler for us, and he's one of the best players on the team.
Yeah.
So it's just
I think he's best. Okay, third best. I mean, I think I'm not saying he's better than Chubb, but he's producing it. I love him.
no, he's playing at a better level for sure.
Yeah, playing at a better level, and I love Seiler, whatever. How you say it.
Sealer, yeah, Sealer's the man, bro. Like,
My top 3 right now. Oh my!
absolutely, man. Honestly, I think he's probably my second favorite defensive lineman that we have. Like, ever since we got that dude, I knew it was going to work out.
Yeah, I love it.
No, it was a good move, and normally the Ravens don't screw the pooch that bad. They normally very good at talent. I can't believe the Ravens messed it up. So it was good to see because they're very good at talent evaluators and stuff. So that was good.
The thing about Zach that I like more than anything is that he plays with just this passion, like just reckless abandonment. He never stops. The motor is always going.
Him are together. That's like I love.
That's the perfect combination of Wilkins and Sealer, like that. Like all your D linemen need to envelop that kind of a habit. Just always go. Like Christian Wilkins, man. I remember when we first got Christian Wilkins, people were on his ass because they're like, he celebrates and jumps all over our players and gets them hurt. I'm like, man, you need to be quiet, bro. Christian Wilkins is the reason why we have a defense at all. Like, he envelops, like, gives them these mad energy, bro. Without Christian Wilkins, we would have no defense. It is our defense. He's the heart and soul of our defense.
Oh, no, for sure.
He has like 80 some odd tackles.
Phillips is developing into that too, though. So it's really good.
Give Phillips some time, dude, and he's going to come through for us. I'm telling you, he's young still, but he's got the heart of a lion in him. He plays with that same desire I'm talking about, the no stop, always going, hair on fire. That's what you want out of your
Chubb starts getting into that. I don't know. That Chubb from Denver, where your brother used to play, drives me crazy. I know he's okay, and yes, people like Justin will tell me, well, when you break down the all-22, you see he's free. But, man, when you give up a number 1 pick and you pay the man as much money they paid him, I don't want him to be a guy opening up. I want him to be the guy creating crazy havoc.
Give him some time. Like, he just got to Miami. Let him get acclimated.
I am. I'm one of those try to be patient fans.
Let his family get here and get acclimated. Let him feel like he's at home. And I guarantee you next year, you're going to be talking a lot differently.
I hope so, but it's just, he better because we commit a lot of money and then you may not be able to pay to Wilkins or someone like that because you gave him all that money. And if, so there's so many big decisions coming up and
there are.
I would just almost still rather have the pick. Yes, the 49ers pick we traded away for him is going to be way low because the 49ers are kicking butt this year. But I'd rather have that way low draft pick to tell you the truth and that freed up money to go play around and maybe didn't get something else, a bigger need than what we needed there. But that's just me. Hopefully he makes me eat my words. I'd be the first one to be happy eating my words. And we're talking about him sacking Josh Allen 3 times and causing a strip sack and picking up a fumble and running it in for a touchdown.
It could happen.
And I would come back and say, I'm sorry, Bradley Chubb, I was wrong. But I just haven't seen the return on investment, as investors would say, yet. That's all. I'm done with my rant there, Justin.
I want us to see our defense played. Should we bring pressure still, like a lot more than what we have been doing against Josh Allen? And from what I towards the end, we could do that and have Javon come down and spy him. I loved when we did that. How do you guys feel? Like, should we pressure him more, or should we just try to let our front four, which is amazing, we're good, you know what I'm saying, and give Chubb, this is why we brought him in here for playoffs, to get back to him, have him, Sealer, Wilkins, and Jalen Phillips get after him, and then drop the linebackers back in coverage. How do you guys feel what we should do?
I honestly think you should go with your organic front four pressure and then disguise it off the back end of it. If you want to get a little crazy and maybe send an extra guy in there, you can scheme up, like you said, have Holland come into the box and play the spy role. I like that. That's exactly how I would do it. I would have.
Oh, we lost him. So, no, I agree with you. I'd rather, because our blitz has not really been that effective this year and we're getting burned by it, and Josh Allen will burn us by it. So I would rather them drop back, because then if Josh Allen decides to run, you got someone there because that's what kills us. Because everyone's running with the guys. If you're on one-on-one, they're all running with the receivers down the field, and you don't know Josh Allen's running behind your ass down the field.
Yep.
So, so to me, I'd rather do that drop back and have that mentality. Because I know people love, aggressive defense, but in this case, I'm with Justin. Drop back, have a spy, and don't let Josh Allen kill you with his feet. And, let the front four do their thing.
Absolutely, dude. You want to keep the mouse in the house. You don't want to let him escape out of the pocket. You want him to make plays from within the pocket. And like, you do not want him scrambling right and left and making plays outside of the pocket. Keep him in the house or sack him. And what he'll like to do is he'll step up in the pocket. So by having that spy, like Jalen was talking about, Javon step up you'll be the guy to fill that. I want to see them play a little bit more zone as well. I mean, I think me and you talked about this after the last game, Jalen. I want to see them play a little bit more zone coverage. Like you were just saying, Rob, when I got back in here, so the corners, I got their backs turned to them. I want them to be looking at Josh Allen. So if he's going to go into scramble mode,
right,
you chase, you go get him. And then you do that by playing a little bit more zone and less man. But I want to see him mix it up. You're going to play man, but I want to see a little bit more zone mixed into this scheme.
Right. Mix it up a lot more. I mean, of course, mix up some blitzes too, and do everything, but just don't rely on the blitz as much as he has gone back away from it some in the past. So
and if you're gonna blitz, you want to blitz. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Let's show that double A gap look. Like both standing in the A gap, and then you bring one, and then you drop one. And then you can reverse it or fake a drop and then bring a blitz. Like I was telling you fake the drop back and then you bring the blitz. Jalen knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. And like it'll make disruption from within, inside out. And that's how you want to attack these guys. And you don't have to bring a blitz up there every time, but when you do, you want to get home. That's why I want Jerome, honestly. I want him to be the one that's blitzing.
Right. No, I agree. He's quick and he does get in there. That's one of his strengths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that better than coverage for sure? So.
Oh yeah, he's not a coverage linebacker. The only coverage linebacker we really have that I'm safe to be like, and he's not even that good at it, would be Duke Riley, and he could get better at it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
No, for sure. Like you say, it's going to be a tough battle. I mean, there's no way you're going to go. I mean, Buffalo was a perennial Super Bowl pick for a reason because they got a lot of talent on the roster. They're healthy in their important position. They got the healthy quarterback. That's what you need at this time of year, your prime positions to be healthy, and they are. And our two prime positions on offense is the left tackle. I know people say, left tackle on the Dolphins isn't as important, but our right tackle is banged up too. So, whatever guy you want to say, both of them are banged up, and our quarterback's banged up. So it's, at the three prime positions that you got on offense that are cornerstones that teams draft high for, trade for, and sign to big money, we're all banged up on those areas.
Yo, didn't you guys remember just like last year, a couple of years ago, Xavier Howard, and I know everyone's down on his game. Do you remember him making comments about, I want to play in big games. I want to play in bigger games. That's what I'm saying. I want to play in meaningful games. I want to play in games that mean something. Well, this is it, bro. This is your game. This is your chance. I need you to absolutely. I need you to take Diggs out of the game. I need you to blanket him. I need you to be on him all damn game. This is what teams do, is you take away what they do best. When the Bills are on offense, what they do best is the Diggs and Allen combination. Yeah. If you could take that away from them, and make them go to something else to beat you, you know what I'm saying? You have a fighter's chance. So I think we got a great chance in this football game. Everybody's just got to play at a high level. New England, not great on offense, move the ball on them. Buffalo is vulnerable. Hell yeah, they're vulnerable. Every team is vulnerable. Every team has holes. You just got to find the weaknesses and pick at them the right way. The Dolphins, I feel this is how I feel about the Dolphins, okay? I feel that they play to their strengths too much. Hill, Waddle. I need you to play to your weaknesses more. I know it sounds stupid. Like, why would you play to your weakness? Because that's how we can beat you this particularly game. Because you're not going to be defending that. So I'm going to attack that. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what you have to do. Like, everybody wants to see Hill. Everybody wants to see Waddle. I'm down to throw it to River Craycraft. River Craycraft, 7 for 115 yards or 2 touchdowns. If that's what wins me the game, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't care what it is. I'll do whatever. If it's handing the ball to Ingold to get 50 yards and 2 touchdowns on goal line situations, I'm going to do it.
Because then that opens up Tyreek Hill and Waddle for the next week. Now they're
Damn
watching.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Me and you were on the same page, Jalen. That's exactly how I would do it.
That's what I like doing. I want to get the no names involved, because then the defense, the coordinator is like, okay, we didn't know he was like this, but he's making a lot of plays. Let's just go to it. Then that's going to open Waddle or Hill up. I'm telling you.
I know, that's why you're like, oh my God, this could be the key. And this is the key, dude. You get Sherfield going, you get Craycraft going, Easy E. And then they're like, oh my God, dude, how are we going to defend this? Next thing you know, they're like, this dude's going to eat us up all day long. And that's what you want them to do is Easy, like, I'll be here all day. And you just bring the party to them, man. Next thing you know, like Jalen said, Hill's wide open on a double route. Waddle's open on a fly. Because they got no more defense for it, bro. Like, speed kills you in numerous different ways. You just got to learn how to use it right.
Yep.
Yes, I agree. Take that quick pause, guys. Thank you for being here. Drop us some comments. I see a few of you in here.
Let's go.
All of you, to make sure, above all, give us a thumbs up, which I mean by hitting that thumbs up on the YouTube channel, to give us a like, and make sure you hit a subscribe, like Justin and I say every day. So eventually we won't be new, but we're still in that new category. So we're trying to build this network up. Come join us. Thank you, guys.
Damn, Jalen, you got me so fired up right now, dog. I'm ready to go run through a wall right now, buddy. Let's do this.
And the bad part about that is we got 5 more days, but we got 5 more days.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 5 days.
Yeah, it is. But hey, at least we got 5 more days to talk about the Dolphins and stuff.
That's
season
right.
could have been over and we would have been having all the debates like some people. Oh, McDaniel should have been fired. Oh, they're good to keep him. Oh, Greer needs to go. Oh, this Tua needs to go. We can avoid that for another. I'm sure it's coming because Dolphin fans will be Dolphin fans. So there's going to be debates a minute our season.
No, it's not happening, bro. After we win this game in Buffalo, dog, you ain't gonna hear no more of that talk. No more.
I hope not, but
everybody's gonna be like, sign him for life.
Yeah, because you're like me and Jalen, but there are Dolphin fans. You see Twitter, it's crazy.
Yep.
You win a game and they're complaining about, well, it was boring and whatever. Who cares? You won, man. It's the NFL, man.
That's right. Oh my God. Yeah, man.
Know? So it's just like, it's crazy. Like Jalen said, Skyler didn't do great, but he takes the win. You know, you're happy to have the win, and that's all you have to have at this point. I swear to you, man, the Dolphins could win the Super Bowl, and they would still probably find a way to complain.
No, they would complain.
You know how many people I asked some people on Twitter because they're just so negative towards
everything.
So if he win your Super Bowl, they said I still want him going because I don't think he's a franchise guy. So I was like, okay, man,
what? Are you serious?
Win a Super Bowl, but yeah, I still want you gone. Yeah, Miami's only been waiting 50 damn years to get a Super Bowl victory.
Oh man, whoever said that needs to have their damn head examined.
You know him too. You know both of them.
Who?
Both of them. You know.
Oh man, I can't believe if this who I think it is, man. You crazier than hell, bro.
Yeah, that is funny though. But that's what I say. But I mean, most Dolphin fans, like I say, they're good. That's why I always say Dolphins rock. That's why I started a site, because most fans are good. But you're gonna have some crazy ones that have their some of them lie through their teeth. So it's just
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But some lie through their teeth because me, I don't want Brady either. But if Brady came to Miami and won the Super Bowl, I'd be celebrating. These guys go, Brady wins it, lessens it, and I went in and they'd be the first one in line buying a damn Super Bowl shirt.
Oh, hell no, dog. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, if Brady signed with the Dolphins, dog, I ain't even lie to you. I'd be the first one with the 12 Brady Dolphins.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Come on.
So, and, like I said, we're all Tua supporters. I'm just saying that in that scenario where people were saying, because they probably think it's not going to happen, but they'd be the first ones. Give me a number, because they go, if the Dolphins win the Super Bowl with Brady, it'd be kind of like cheating, and it'd just be he would get all the credit. Do you think I care if he would get all the credit? Who cares who gets the credit? The Dolphins
we're in the Super Bowl. I don't care.
Exactly.
I know. So just like that's what they were saying them, and I see it. These are just Twitter debates, and they could be trolls for all I know that aren't really Dolphin fans, but just want to pretend they are. So they just think, they probably want impressions because people hit on crazy comments more than normal comments.
They're like, I want to be like TD2 and troll every.
Oh, he froze again. But yeah, I know, Lewis. That's just Dolphin talk. Brady's name got linked to us last year, so people were talking about it. So, But he is older. But hey, if he came and won the Super Bowl, I don't think it would care. That's all I was saying. It's just like, to me, I always root for the awkward.
I wouldn't care.
I know I root for the awkward and orange.
Oh yeah,
that's how I roll. And then once you're not
Same
on the
here.
Dolphins, I don't care. But now I will care about one player. I will care about Jalen's brother because I have to care about him. But other than that, if you're not on the Dolphins, of course, I don't want anyone injured. I don't want that, but I'm not going to root for them because they're not on the Dolphins.
Definitely.
That's just how it goes. Anyway, guys, so Jalen, you give us a fighter chance to win this week before we wrap up here. You give us a chance if Tua plays, assuming Tua plays.
If Tua plays, I think it would be a great game, and I say that we can win. I think it would be by like 2 to 3 points. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. Even with Teddy, I do feel like Teddy will go. If he's good, he's going to go into this game, even if Skylar's good as well. So either one, I think, and Teddy also gives us a good chance as well. So if Tua is, I give us a 3-point win for sure. Get the revenge back. I think it would be like a 33-30 game. I think it would be a high-scoring game again.
Scores. Our offense better get moving. So I'm hoping for a Tua then, because we definitely need Tua or Teddy for that, but definitely Tua will give us a better chance to get to 30.
Yep.
For sure. And Justin, I would let you say your picks later on. And plus, I know you go all the way to the Saturday on the show, you crazy dog. So
yep.
But I know you're leaning that you want the Dolphins and you think the Dolphins. I won't put you to an exact score yet, but I know
I'll say this right now. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. I don't care who plays. It's going to be a great game no matter what.
Yep.
I know everybody doesn't think too much of our quarterback situation and too much of our team and your franchise, this or that. But you're going to be changing your mind after this game, whether we win or lose, because I know they're going to come out there and play a good game. I think the Dolphins are going to win the game regardless. I think their backs are against the wall. I think everybody doesn't believe in them. The world's against them. And this is when you get the best out of some of your players, is when you put that chalkboard material up there and you're like, no one believes in you. They say you should go home. They say you shouldn't be here. They say you're fake. Everything I just said right there, if you put that in my head before a game, bro, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to run right through you. And I'll be honest with you, man, I expect 150% effort out of every damn player, coach, assistant coach, towel boy, everybody on the staff is going to show 150%. I expect the best outcome for this game. We're winning.
All right. Sounds good, guys. Thank you. And Jalen, again, thank you for joining us. I know you're a busy guy being a young dad. I was there, been there, done it. So I know. So thank you for joining. And again, one more shout out to your brother. Thank you.
Thank you
for joining us, and give a congrats to your brother. Hopefully one day in the off season he can join us here on the show.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. And Justin, any last thoughts before I go out with your song here?
Let's go Dolphins. Let's go. Let's go to Buffalo. Let's kick it in the snow. Let's kick him in the nose.
Us locals kick you in the nose. We kick you
First kick, I snap into action. When I'm digging in the trenches, get dominated off the line of scrimmage. Read and react quick to make it early diagnosis. Hit you with the quick release like Marino Danny dopeness. Explosive change of